LISC helps residents transform distressed communities and neighborhoods into healthy places to live, do business, work, and raise families. Through the national organization's strategic plan called Building Sustainable Communities, LISC of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky works to create and nurture community-based agencies and developers to foster positive environments and opportunities that will ensure all residents of varied income levels the access to build assets, participate in their communities, and to become a part of the mainstream economy.
Brighton Center started as a storefront operation in 1966, and we have always been committed to being driven with a community need. So the partnership between Brighton Center and LISC is a perfect partnership. Everything that we do is really tied to what the community tells us that they want. And what they want is they want to build assets. They want to have a different life. They want to have good jobs. They want to have opportunities to gain educational assets of all sorts. We have chosen to use our LISC SIF dollars to provide services to 160 families, individuals, and help them to reach those goals. We probably have one of the most comprehensive array of work supports. Go from everything from getting people connected to benefits, providing family development services and stability services. We have early childhood education that provides quality child care services, both in a center and then we provide it through in-home providers. You think about all the barriers that may pop up when you're trying to reach your hopes and dreams, and we've got it. And so that's why it made it perfect sense for us to look at this bundling of services that we already have the elements of, that we've already heard from the community that that's what they want, and make a real impact with how we're doing the work.
LISC also has an integral role in the Place Matters program, a funders collaborative investing in the expansion of resources in the communities of Avondale, Covington, and Price Hill.
Burnett Avenue for a long time had just been in despair. This was one of the worst corners in America, by far. Open air drug dealing was just commonplace. There was no one that would take the cause and collaborate the partners. LISC went to the institutions and said, hey, we believe in this vision. We need you all to believe in this vision too. The community believes in this vision. Let's all get on the table and rally around it.
We've been able to focus on a clean and safe initiative, providing families who live here not only with better housing, but retail along Burnett Avenue, which people haven't seen in a very, very long time.
If you can believe the street can be redeveloped, then you can believe that the street can be safe. And if you can believe the street can be safe, then you can believe the street can be redeveloped.
On February 1st, we had a grand reopening celebration for Stag's Barbershop. This was actually opened by the current owner's grandfather, oh wow, back in the early 1950s.
I think the commercial development on Burnett Avenue is what's going to be significant to bring us back.
LISC plays a very important role, not only in helping us to start that development, but the funds that have been provided for safety efforts and for development efforts and the connections that have been made through other organizations.
When this place gets done, LISC can say this is my baby, where without LISC, this wouldn't have happened at all.
We create a safe environment for our international families. We are the connections with other programs. We have wonderful partners to make this happen. And one of our wonderful partners is LISC. They have been fundamental in the success of this program and in the existence of this program. We create trust between the international families and the different aspects that they might need in their life here in Price Hill. We want to help them to move forward in their future, their financial stability. We provide ESL classes. Parents want to be able to help the kids with their homework. They want to learn more English, to be more supportive with the school.
Well, I chose Price Hill mainly because I wanted to work with Price Hill Will, which is a nonprofit community development corporation, and they seemed very involved in this community and doing a lot of great things around community engagement, and I thought that they'd be a great partner to help me get this started.
My son is in the My Cincinnati music program. He's been in it for 3 months and he's enjoyed every day of it. Pretty much it's teaching him about classical music, about the composers, about how to play, and basically an appreciation of music.
Well, LISC has helped us with some funding, so that's been able to make us continue the program. I'm really excited to be working with these kids and see them progress on the instruments. Every day is a challenge for them and for us, but the results, I think, speak for themselves with the kids, their level and their enthusiasm. And I really believe that this is a life-changing program for the kids participating.
Both building sustainable communities and the Place Matters initiatives allows LISC of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky to focus on empowering residents and creating the critical mass of change needed to transform communities.
Well, I really think that when you're looking at the opportunities that LISC has offered to this community, the Greater Cincinnati region, and really the country as a whole, it's giving opportunities to not only one agency, but to multiple agencies to say, we believe in what you're doing, we support what you're doing, and we want the community to be successful, and we invest in you to do that.